see me.
What do you think, you're invisible because you got fucking glasses on? I'm not prepared today.
I know. I feel a little
off. See, we take 1 week off and look at us.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, my eyelash is stuck in the glasses.
That's what you get for wearing glasses inside. Fucking doofus looking ass.
I'm gonna do it like you do it.
What?
Welcome to Slightly Sauced.
Is that how I
I'm
sound?
Zolman TV. Never been on live television before. Welcome to episode number 5.
Number 5.
Slightly Sauced.
Episode number 5. Welcome to Slightly Sauced.
Nice,
Yeah. See,
buddy. You want to switch jobs?
No, thanks. That looks like a lot to read. Of course, you'd give me the one that's fucking just full of ink.
They all are. Okay.
Topics today. Podcast today.
And on today's news, we will be talking about social media. Watch time, negative videos versus positive videos, staying tuned, our generation. That's an our generation thing, social media.
I wasn't planning on wearing this t-shirt.
If you've never been to Hustlers.
Sponsored by Larry Flynn Hustler Club.
Rich influence on social media. The way we feel as if we're supposed to have certain things. All of that being a facade. Comparing and contrasting our normal lives to people on social media, which has been going on for years. And then a little bit of life in the 70s and 90s. His mom was in the 70s. My parents were in the 90s. Compared to today's world and kids growing up right now. And then I got, of course, a would you rather for Zachary at the end. Cheers.
Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
Can't do it, dude.
Can't keep a straight face for shit. All right, start us off, little old dusty old bag.
Social media. So,
Don't be looking at my nipples either.
here's my understanding of social media. I have a Facebook mostly for work so that I can check in, do all that stuff that the bartenders do. Family and friends that I don't really talk to every once in a while. Instagram. I, at one point, had like 12,000 followers on my Instagram, and then I had to delete it because some creepy-ass shit started happening at work, and I wasn't really feeling that, so I got rid of it like a dumbass. Only reason I feel like I should have kept it is because it would have really helped with this podcast as far as marketing goes, but that's okay.
So what you really need to do to build the following and build everything up is start showing ass again.
Ass.
Because you were a hooker back then, so you were like promoting hooker status, and
No.
it worked really well.
When you have a nice ass, you just have a nice ass. There's nothing I can do about it. It just, I was born with it. Thanks, Mom. Because my dad ain't got no ass.
James don't got no cakes?
No.
James got cakes. Come on.
Now that he works out.
Yeah,
But when he was young, he was like a fucking
he looked like me.
stick man. So got rid of my Instagram. Stayed off Instagram for like a year, which was cool. I really liked it. I had no fucking idea what anybody was doing with their lives. Everybody thought I was dead. People would come into the bar and just be like, yo, are you alive? Like, what's going on? Did you block me? And I'm like, no, man, I just don't have Instagram anymore. And I really liked it. Kept me off of all the socials. I don't have Twitter. Haven't used Snapchat in fucking years. For all you fucking losers that are like, hey, girl, would you Snapchat? Immediately no.
Who the fuck still uses Snapchat?
So many guys are just like, hey, you got Snap? And I'm like, ew.
I wasn't even using Snap like in high school. When Snap was a thing, I wasn't using Snap.
I feel like Snapchat is the epitome of like, I'm sneaky and I have shit to hide. Also, I'm getting a lot of nudes sent to my phone on the daily if y'all are on Snapchat. You know?
Lots of dicks.
You don't think so?
Probably, I don't know.
No, not lots of dicks, lots of tits. The coffee hit me.
You're dancing now too? Hey, take it easy over there.
Easy. And then other than that, what else is there? Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. What else?
I mean, there's other little shit. Like, isn't there like Tumblr and fucking all this other little...
God, isn't Tumblr old? I'm still on MySpace, if you guys are wondering. Yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to get rid of social media sometimes. But then I think to myself, like, what would I do? Because while I'm at work, like, obviously I'm fucking playing on my phone here and there. And it's like, what would I do other than that? Because it's like, I'm not supposed to be on my phone. So it's just the right amount of, like, sneakiness, because then I could sit there and, like, scroll on Instagram, get enough of, like, and if somebody's walking by, I'll just put my phone down. So it's like, what else could I really be doing if I got rid of social media, though?
Isn't that so weird that you can't be on your phone at work?
Yeah.
When I worked in, like, the 5-star resorts and shit, we had to lock our phone up in a locker, and it's like, yeah, I get why. But now bartending, like... You know, we check in on our phones. We're like, hey, are you coming into the bar tonight? Taking pictures. I don't know. It's just like, I'm so accustomed to being allowed to have my phone out at work that now it's like, shit, thinking that you have to, like, hide your shit while you're there. It's just so, I don't know. That's so weird.
And it's fun. It's, no, I can quit saying that. It's funny too. It's funny too.
Do you say that all the time?
I'm gonna have a montage of me just like, hey, you know what's funny? Hey, oh, that's actually, you know what's funny?
And I'm gonna be like, so anyways,
But I don't ever use my phone when
Oops.
I don't ever use my phone when I'm bartending. Like, it's very rare. Like,
you're so busy.
I'm fucking, like, kicking ass, busy, slinging drinks, flipping them.
Light them on fire, throw them across the room, shove them in somebody's nose.
I was usually shove it up their ass, but...
I knew you were a nasty fuck. So what social media platforms do you have?
I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
You have Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't really use Twitter. I mainly use it for explicit content.
Oh, you go on, like, the browser's Twitter page, or... Like,
no, but it's not, like, the thing that's cool about Twitter is, like, you could watch anything, you could see anything, and it's, like, quick. Like, if you go on, like,
it's like a little 5-second.
Yeah, or like 2 minutes tops. Like, it's just like a quick little video. So it's
like
nice
a quick little sesh.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like you want a quick video. Like, that's a cool video.
He's at work, fucking.
Yeah, in the office.
Sorry.
Yep, and nobody can see anything. You know, you just tuck it under the desk.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice. Just don't come around. That's it. I mean, I have Snapchat, but I don't have, like, I'm not even logged in.
Social media brings a certain type of pressure to people.
Oh, for sure.
So on social media, people just have to keep in mind, everybody is only posting their best moments. I think maybe we're phasing out of that. Like, for instance, I saw Theo Von post, like, an actual clip of him from his podcast where he got a little bit emotional talking about his dad, and he actually, like, shed some tears. And to see real emotion coming from somebody that's high up in the social media influencing world, you know, we're all humans at the end of the day, so I like seeing that kind of stuff. But for the most part, social media is 100% just like, I was at the lake today, I bought this today, I look like this today, I am doing this, don't you guys wish you were doing that? Look at my boat, look at my truck, look at my makeup, look at my body, like, look at all these cool things. And then, you know, say you're in a bad place mentally, you go on social media and you're seeing these people that just look so healthy, hoorah, like living their best lives, and you just feel like, fuck.
Well, not only that too, it's when you're looking at shit like that, or even the person who's posting shit like that, like, they could be in that dark place too, and that will help them stay somewhat elevated, because they know when they post, like, a girl could feel shitty about her body, and then she posts that photo, and then she gets interaction, she's getting DMs now, and she's getting attention, and that boosts her, whatever. If she's in that dark, now she's kind of coming out of that hole a little bit, just because it's like...
Yeah, and we don't want to say, like, validation, because as a girl, we all know I'm not posting that stuff to feel validated, but you're fucking lying if you say that those messages telling you how beautiful you are don't pump your ego up for the day, make you feel a little bit lighter, like, you know, I got it going on, I can fucking conquer the world because I fucking look good, and people are telling me that I look good. Mm-hmm. Everybody thrives off that reinforcement of compliments and stuff like that. But that ties into social media and that rich influence. You know, when you see rich people on the internet, you compare and contrast. So you want everything that these people have, and it just seems unattainable. For the most part, it is.
How much is that? Like, how much of it is actually even real? Like, you
Right.
know, a lot of these people, you know, they might buy an outfit or buy a new set of shoes or buy something just to go take the photo shoot or go, you know, get something done, and then they take the shit back. Or,
Yeah.
you know, that's probably not even their car. It's like they're using someone else's car, which, you know, if you're chilling next to a G-Wagon, you would look better than you're chilling next to some fucking Hyundai. You know, it's like if you drive a Hyundai or whatever, no offense, whatever, but you know, the picture and everything is going to get way more attention if you're sitting next to a fucking clean ass Mercedes or something.
You know what bugs the living shit out of me? When people use anything as a photo op.
Like what?
Like, say you're out with your friends. Maybe not even that. I just don't like the people that go out of their way to like stop the group to be like, this is a cute wall. Take a picture of me at this wall. And I'm just like, can we keep it pushing? Like, we're all having a really good time. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of times I've morphed into like, I'm here to enjoy the moment. I'm not going to fucking take time out to like get the perfect photo or whatever. Unless that's like something that the entire group is doing. I'm just not going to ever be like, hey, wait,
Yeah.
Ashley, can you take a picture of me really quick with this? And then just do like 1,000 photos.
Well, you're also not really deep into social media, so I mean, I can
Yeah.
understand that part too. What I hate is when you see people's stories and they're intentionally like showing the fucking Casa Azul fucking bottle, like they're like they put it in their thing like
Cool, bro. $200 bottle of tequila.
no one gives
Grow
a
up.
shit. It tastes the same as fucking other shit too. Like there's other shit that tastes better than that as
Yeah.
well, and it's just like a lot of people will like flaunt that they're like, ooh, look what I got, or like they're drinking fucking. What can I think of the name? Like Hennessy or fucking like, just like, it's like corny shit. That's like me fucking posting my kettle, like, ooh, kettle.
Or it's like me
just-
posting a video of me smoking a blunt. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Nobody cares. But I also do catch myself recording myself. Like I'll be feeling myself at home and I'll take like a cute little video and I'll post it. But I also mentally know when I post it, like I look like a fucking fool, but I'm also really cute. So I'm going to post it anyways.
Yeah. As long as it's like, I feel like if it's from a genuine place, then it doesn't matter. But when you're intentionally trying to show off, like, look at this look what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
I would much rather see the videos of you guys all out having a good fucking time than go online and see you posted up next to somebody else's G-Wagon.
Mm-hmm.
We all know you don't drive that fucking G-Wagon. You know?
True.
So that's where like that facade comes in. Like a lot of these motherfuckers that post what they do on social media, that's like, it's not even you. Like
There's gonna be photos of us wearing our merch next to a G-Wagon here. Come and watch.
who's G-Wagon?
I don't know. We could find
Maybe
one.
one of my customers will
Right.
fucking ask him if he can borrow his G-Wagon. So proof in the pudding right
Yeah.
there.
So mind your fucking business.
Another thing is to make sure you get, balance yourself on how much negativity you're watching on the internet, because that will drop into your own life. I believe what they say, the type of music that you listen to, the type of things that you hear, the TV shows that you watch, the shit you see on social media, like that all compiles in our brains. So the more negative shit that you see, like, man, I remember back when COVID was a thing and people started rioting and shit like that. And that's when, like, it's not the first we've ever heard of, like, police brutality, obviously, with, like, George Floyd and shit like that. But, like, overall, social media brings a light to things that reality doesn't. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a really bad thing. So, like, all these negative things that we're seeing, this person's got more money, this person has a better job, like, that's going to negatively impact your life. You have to, like, go at your own pace and figure out your own life. But, like, stuff like that we wouldn't have known about had social media not blown it up, it's wishy-washy. Mm-hmm. Police brutality growing up as, like, a white kid, I feel like for me, I was just like, they're just cops. And then when I see the shit on social media, it really broadens your mindset into, like, okay, there is some really bad shit that goes on in the world that I wouldn't have known about. social media likes to zone in on negativity, and because that, one negative thing goes times 100, whereas a positive thing you only tell 8 people about it versus 100 if it's bad.
Yeah. No, people like drama in a way. They like feed into it. I think about my mom sometimes because my mom still watches the fucking news and like.
You want to know something so funny? It's about your mom. We both know this. We were both sitting right there when it happened.
No.
So we're asking her, we're like, dude, why? Because I swear she'd be like, I just got into it with this person and this person. And we'd be like, why do you do that? Why do you fight with people online? And she goes, well, because they said it to me. And we grab her phone, we looking at it, and we're just like, lady, this is what they put in the comments of a viral video that you've seen. And she, in her head, she doesn't, at the time, didn't know how to work social media that well. She was just like, no, they said it to me. And Zach was like, lady, this is just for the whole world. It's not specifically for you.
She still does that to this day.
Thinks that people are sending it specifically to her.
Not necessarily that, but she will see a comment that she does not like and she will respond to it. Like, I've never been scrolling on social media and been like, oh, hell no, I'm fucking responding to that. Like, what? No, that's never been a thought in my mind, ever.
Somebody'd be like, I don't like pugs. And she'd be like, you piece of shit.
Keep scrolling. What? Like, I don't get
Well, you
that.
remember when we were 17, 16, I'd be fighting with motherfuckers online, but it would be people that we knew. Just why? Why?
You still were fighting, so you just fought somebody recently. You commented on somebody's thing. I slightly saw on Instagram.
No, I didn't. Somebody said, does this motherfucker even know about Vegas? Is this his first year out of high school? And I said, it's all relative to conversation. Don't take it too serious. That's all I said. Did I want to put the fucking knuckles to him? Sure. I didn't.
You should have just said oops or something. Yeah.
That's Chris D'Elia's thing, we got to come up with our own, which is don't take it too serious, people. Which is fucking true. Don't take this shit too serious. We're 25 and 27. Let us fucking say what we want to say.
Yeah, grow up.
Go ahead and go into your stay tuned social media thing. Like, what do you mean by social media? I want you to stay tuned.
So on Facebook, sometimes I like going on Facebook. I have 12 friends on Facebook because I don't use it.
Yeah.
I just go on there for Marketplace because I love to find cheap shit. Besides the point. But I like going on their videos sometimes and just watch some of their videos. And there's this one guy who he goes to post office and random things. And it's him and his son, and they'll go stand out in front of a post office or a random shop with their cameras and just sit out front. And so, the people who run the shop or whoever's working in the shop come out and what are you doing? Just recording.
For what?
Right. What's it for? Oh, if you want, I could tell you later, but I'm not going to speak to you now. And they're like, well, what's it for? Well, I just told you. I'll tell you later if you want to stick around.
So he's just being a dickbag?
He's just being a fucking asshole. And he does that all over the place. And, people call the cops and the cops show up. And he's one of those guys who are like, oh, I'm fighting for America and I know my rights. And
just for no reason.
They go and stand in front of a shop looking for attention, looking for problems, just so he can be like, I know the rules.
I'm going to post you on social media.
Yeah, and it's him.
Fuck yourself.
It's him and his son. And they just sit there and they look for drama.
One of these times he will get his ass whooped.
But he carries mace on him. So anybody who really presses him.
Oh my God.
He fucking maced this old woman. He maced this old woman.
Jail. Immediately jail. You should go to fucking jail.
But besides all that, so I've watched a couple of those because they kind of they irritate me, and now my feed is covered. Now my feed is full of his videos.
That algorithm kicked in, and they're like, "Oh, you like that?"
Yeah,
okay.
because they see your they see your fucking watch. And his videos are 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't watch the whole thing, but they see that I'm staying for 20 minutes or 15 minutes. They're like, okay, he's interested in this, so they keep me in tune. So now with the algorithm, now a lot of my videos are that. I mean, it's a simple click is hey, I'm not interested in this, so you could get rid of it. But yeah. It's those algorithms will keep you. So if you're watching negative shit like that, and I don't like it, but sometimes it's hard to look away. It's with any video, if it's funny or if it's sad.
They want that emotional grab.
Yeah, it's just you. Sometimes you can't turn away. You're just oh, this dude's a piece of shit, but I want to see what else he says or something,
Social media has created some bold motherfuckers. But not in person bold, only online bold. And it's because you have this anonymity about you, so where you can say whatever you want to say to somebody and you're never going to see them face to face. You're never going to have to deal with the consequences. So this ties into life in the 70s and 90s. My parents would beat the shit out of you if you had something to say.
Well, even Elon Musk just said that. He was on the Full Send podcast, and he was like... This thing's going to get out of hand over here real quick.
Stop interrupting me then. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Now you ruined my train of thought.
You threw off my groove.
But yeah, he said a lot of people nowadays, they've never been punched in the face. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you haven't been punched in the face, or if you have been punched in the face, you're not going to really talk shit as much because you're like, yo, that did not feel good. He like explained it. He was like,
I think I saw that video.
It does not feel good to get punched in the face. So you're like, you watch what you're going to say.
Yeah, be respectful, point blank, period.
Right. So back in the day, you could get punched in the face real quick and easy. There was nothing. So now everybody hides behind their fucking phone and runs their mouth.
Right. And in that sense, I feel like humans used to keep each other in line. Like you're gonna reach that next motherfucker who can either knock you out or humble you in some way to where you're just like, I wouldn't fuck with that guy. I would not talk shit to this girl. Like that's just how it is. But on social media, you see somebody and you're just like, I could say whatever the fuck I want. And it's created this boldness to people. But it's also fake. Like, it's so fake. Any girl I've ever gotten into it with social media, like via social media, they've almost always been girls that I know. And it's like, as soon as she moved away, as soon as she didn't live near me, as soon as, whatever. And it's like, I don't mind that. Keep the same energy when I see you.
Mm-hmm. It's like the kids I remember kids in school when they would run their mouth behind the teacher. They would talk shit as they're walking to go to the teacher.
So that if a fight broke out, the teacher could break it up immediately?
Well, yeah, I remember this one kid. He was fucking...
This is so juvenile.
He was running his mouth or whatever, and I was like talking shit, walking up to him, and he was walking to the teacher, and I remember he was standing behind the teacher like... Because the teacher was like, you need to go sit back down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like...
And now in real life, social media is that teacher.
Right.
It's like, you can't touch me, you can't touch me. Okay, bitch,
I'm
I'll
sitting in my
see you.
fucking living room eating fucking Cheetos.
I'm in my mom's basement writing you a bad Yelp review. That's what I was gonna fucking say, dude. That Yelp shit, that social media Yelp shit, why do you feel the need to ruin people's lives? Unless it's severely like, yo, this girl, we were at dinner and she made a racist comment towards my family, like that kind of shit that needs to be called out. You're in the medical profession, like, hey, I went to this care now and this lady would not serve me because I was black or white or Mexican or whatever. Like, that kind of shit needs to be told to the world. But like, my server, it seemed like she was flirting with my boyfriend. This place is gross. Or like...
I know, you could just write anything.
People can go out of their way. Like, say you and I, like, I fucking had it out for you. Like, I was going to try to ruin your life. And some people are like that. I want to ruin your fucking life. I know where you work. Yelp. This guy spit in my food. I saw him pick his ass and then run my food. Like, you could literally say anything. He said something racist. He wouldn't shut up about Trump.
I saw him pick his ass.
I'm saying that because somebody put that
because you pick your ass and serve people their drinks.
No, somebody wrote that as a Yelp for like somebody that I work with, and it was a revenge tactic. This is a girl who's been coming after one of my coworkers forever. So she knew how to get to her, which would be get her in trouble at work. You're a bitch if you do that. If you write a Yelp review about me and I'm like, oh, I know it's you, bitch. When I see you, it's over.
How corny do you sound? Like, I'm going to write a Yelp. That's like fucking white chicks. I'm going to write a letter.
I want to speak to your manager.
Right. Fucking
okay.
cornballs.
Like, yeah, no. That boldness on socials.
Nowadays.
But it's so gross that you're going to write a Yelp review. Like, keep our business personal. Keep my work out of it.
Right.
Then again, like...
Fuck with people's livelihood.
Do you feel like now compared to, high school and fresh out of high school, like I feel like back then I was walking through life like I needed to prove myself. Like I was, I had a lot of friends in high school, but I also felt the need to be like, nobody can fuck with me. So it's like if a girl pressed me, I wanted to make sure that like I pressed her 10 times harder. So it was like people knew not to fuck with me. And like I wanted to build this facade of like I'm a bad bitch. But then when I got older, I realized, like, I like being friends with girls. I like to be nice to other girls. I feel like it's good karma. If you're nice, people will be nice to you. And, I still feel like if somebody fucks with me, then, like, I'm going to be way worse than you can be. But I also don't intentionally look for problems or try to prove myself anymore.
See, I've never been that. I feel like I've been the same for fucking ever. Like, I've always been that. I feel like I've always carried myself really well in every situation. And I've never been like a douchebag or like... I don't know. I've just never done any of that. So, yeah, but I've always carried myself well. So if anybody ever pressed me, like I was always ready to go. Like I didn't have any fear of anything. But I never walked around like a cocky asshole either.
Well, I think my parents, in my mind, I always looked at my parents like, my mom is like so gorgeous, and like I've heard stories about like, you know, how crazy she can be. And then my dad's like so awesome, but like, you know, he's got all brothers and like a sister, so like he used to beat the shit out of people. And like my uncles, like they all have these crazy stories about like they were the people you didn't want to fuck with. So growing up, I was like, I want to be like that. And then
You still act like that.
well, no.
Like you're a hard ass.
I'm fucking 5'3", so I like to, you know, don't fuck with me, bitch. But also it's like, you'll probably beat me up, but it's okay. I don't know, man. Like, I guess I looked at my parents and I was like, I wouldn't fuck with my parents, so I want people to look at me like that. Whereas I know people who have, like, cookie-cutter parents. My dad's a doctor and my mom's a fucking lawyer. And they don't act like that. So I think that has a lot to do with the facade that you put on also. And I don't know. Like, I just stopped all that. I'm humble now. And I just, like, if people like me, they like me. And if they don't, they don't. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm just like my mom in that aspect. I got this little tiny ticking time bomb inside. This tiny,
violin.
The world's smallest violin. That's not what I was going to say, but
okay, all right.
There's a little ticking time bomb in all of us. Like, you could push me, and then eventually I'm just going to fucking...
I know,
It's the red hair.
Probably. I've always said, like, I have a short fuse, but it takes a while for my fuse to light. Like, my fuse is very
Not with
tiny.
Me. I could press those buttons real quick.
Yeah, then I just sock you in the head.
He's a woman beater. I beat bitches. I'm writing a Yelp review. Want slightly sauce.
Slightly sauce. Fucking. They talk about rude shit and he talks about beating women. I've been beaten my whole life. He's a piece of shit.
And then another thing, going back to the social media aspect, I've been that girl.
For what?
That would edit my photos, go out of my way to edit them because I was so insecure about like, oh, my skin doesn't look like it's flawless. Mm-hmm. I better smooth it over. I better taper in my waist a little bit. Like, that's just shit that I was so accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, you're trying to follow that standard.
Yeah, and especially in Vegas, you want to follow that standard of women that is so unattainable that pretty soon they're all going to look the fucking same.
They already
Big fucking lips.
If you really look at a lot of women who are like in that same, they do look the same.
Yeah.
They all have like the cheek fillers and the lip fillers and they all got the same shit. I mean, some of it looks good, but to a certain extent. But then, then you just get then you just mesh in with the crowd. You just look like
a Vegas native.
Yeah.
So I guess, needless to say, after I took a year off of Instagram and then went back to it, I really just wanted to, of course, I'll use a fucking filter on my face every once in a while, but like, I have grown more and more into myself as a woman. Like, I have freckles, I am pale, I have red hair, but like, those are things about me that some people absolutely love. And so it's like, I've grown into myself and how I look, and so I'm not going to edit my pictures. You know, how they come out is how they come out. If I get a good one, I'm stoked about it. If not, it is what it is. I had a really good time. There's no facade about us anymore. We're just us. And I like that. I really do. And then as far as like the lip fillers and stuff go, of course I still think about getting my lips done. I love fucking thick lips, you know, like full lips. But then I look at my mom and I'm like, this woman has aged so wonderfully. And people to this day still say, like, God, your mom is gorgeous. And she has no work done. And I'm just like, you know, if I can age like that, or like my dad, like the two of them, they have great genetics. I'll just keep myself natural and just see where it goes. Like, if you see me with fake boobs in like 2 years, mind your fucking business. But yeah, I'm down to just be myself and not let social media influence me like, too much.
A little shit here and there. If it boosts your confidence and it helps you feel a little better in a certain way, then it's not why is it an issue? But if you're doing it to keep up with social media standards, then there's something wrong in your brain. There's something that is like misfiring in there because you're trying so hard to stay up with everything, and people like genuine.
Yeah, and then you lose yourself in the process of that. And what is the point of that? Then who are you?
Right.
Who are you?
And then you just keep chasing it. I know some girls who like started getting lip fillers, and now their lips are just like they're just too much at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it's so. Because then they do the same thing. They're like, they take that one picture, like, fuck, my lips don't look as like full anymore. I should get them. I'm gonna get them a little bit like more full. Because don't they like kind of like
dissipate?
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like then they keep going, and then now they're looking at their cheeks, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe I'm getting a little wrinkly or something. I don't know.
But on the other hand, I have had my eyebrows microbladed, and so shout out to my girl Maxie. I'll put her Instagram right here, but she microblades, and like as you can see, it's perfection. So let's hook our girl up.
Nope.
Yes, you will put her IG in there. I will.
I will not put that in there.
Put it in.
She's gonna have to earn that IG sticker.
No, she does. She earned it. Look at this fucking work. Last but not
Maxie.
least, we love you. Oh, I do.
Pass those.
Pass what?
Those.
The papers?
The box, bitch. Yeah.
What's it? Oh. Ooh, we got some stuff to show you.
We got some stuff.
So in the beginning of our podcast, our first episode, we mentioned that the first 5 people to share our stuff or like just really in general, like help us out, we would give free merch to. So we have officially gotten our shot glasses back.
And
they are engraved.
We have engraved shot glass. I don't know if you guys can see this, but they're metal. Legit. It's engraved, so it shouldn't really fuck up. We don't really know. This is our first little set of everything, but I mean, with it being engraved, it's not like a ink that will rub off or anything. So, look pretty sweet. If you guys are interested in getting these, we got 5 free ones to people that are already getting those. So, we will send those out pretty soon.
They're so awesome.
It's a little slow process. We're trying to figure out what's the best thing, and we're also not trying to break our bank either.
Right.
So
yeah, these will go out to the 5 of you that shared. We already have a list. We just don't want to throw anybody out there in case they don't want their name out there, but we really appreciate you guys.
I'm super excited for merch, so I can't wait to like actually find good quality shit and a good spot to get them made and just start fucking producing content
per usual. Because I'm the only one who ever says it and gives a fuck. But thank you guys for watching and supporting us. This guy just...
You guys can all eat my whole fucking ass.
Asshole. So rude. Can I ask you something? Would you rather...
Yep, here we go.
...be trapped in an elevator with a lady and her 3 wet, nasty fucking dogs being all over you... or be trapped in an elevator with 3 old dudes that have really smelly BO or breath?
Dogs, easy. Why don't I want to sit and fucking hang out with a bunch of old fucks?
But they're not all over you. The dogs are like all over. I'm talking like 3 big ass Great Danes.
Yeah, until I boot them.
No, in
Can
an
I
elevator.
sock one?
No, you cannot animal abuse.
That's fine. I don't get it's dog. I don't want to be fucking sitting in some old dude shitty pants and BO. Like, no, it's gonna smell like diaper and body odor.
I'm so fucking over it. On a real note, don't message Zach, but message me if you have some good would you rathers, because he always has an answer immediately, and I would have literally sat there and thought about that for a minute because I have dogs and I just don't know.
I mean, I'd rather like a wet dog, whatever. But like a stinky ass BO is fucking gross from
they're
a nasty.
muddy and nasty and just covered in fucking shit and fleas and all kinds of mud.
No,
and they're all over you in the elevator. Or would you rather be with 3 nasty old fat dudes that are just breathing and fucking BOing all over you? Ah.
Shit and mud.
They got shit on them, the dogs. They got shit on them.
Okay, well that changes.
Or they're fucking nasty old men just, hey. Smell my arm.
Well, I could sock an old ass man.
No, you can't sock anybody.
I'm
You're just
socking
stuck in
everything.
there in the corner. Put baby in the fucking corner. What's it gonna be, bro?
I already gave my answer for your first fucking thing before you wanted to go out of fucking pocket with everything. These shit-covered, flea-covered dogs are fucking shitting on your head in the elevator. Or you can hang out with the old man who's naked rubbing his ass cheeks on you. Which one? Like, what? Jesus.
Would you rather have no elbows or no knees?
Shut the fuck up. I'm going no knees, dude. Fuck that.
What?
I'd rather have arms than I'd rather have both my arms and no legs.
Okay, I can see that.
Because at least, like, you could get fake legs and you can still walk. Yeah. I got a little limp or something. That'll be all right. But no arms,
I'm
like,
dead.
you would look, how much, like, I could look normal. I could just wear jeans. Nobody would have any idea. But with no arms, like, I can't do anything.
Okay.
I can't wipe my ass. I can't jack off. Like, I can't do anything.
Have you seen the movie or the show C with Jason Momoa yet?
No.
You've got to.
No, thanks.
So relatively, it's 500 years from now. So today, some crazy fucking shit happens, and all humans lose their ability to see. Fast forward 500 years, we are tribes now. We are small cities, big cities, but we're all blind. 0 pupils, just
Yep, fuck that.
glazed over.
Nope, dying, shoot me.
What?
Shoot me.
What I was getting at was that this show has made me realize how much we take for granted. Here we are fucking talking about social media, and there's people in the world who cannot see, and they are so resilient.
Well, could you imagine, like, losing your vision at, like, 30? Or, like, there's people out there who, like, lose their fucking vision just, you know.
In the middle of their life or
Right.
their young life.
Nope. Off.
You wouldn't want to live?
Fuck no.
I would.
30 years of living, seeing the beautiful life of everything.
At least you got to see it at all. Imagine the people that are
I had
born
a
blind.
great 30 years. But well, you're unaware of what everything looks like, so it would be an easier step. Because you come in, you don't know what red is, you don't know what mountains look like, but it's like, you know, after seeing fucking colors and beautiful women and ass or fucking beautiful food, a nice burger, like, I don't know, fuck that.
I don't know. Not being able to see it is not the worst fucking thing. Do you
can't
feel the
see
same if
already.
you were to have no? I know. Would you feel the same if you lost your hearing all of a sudden?
Oh no, because now I could still see. I could see the beauty in the world, like in the world.
So
I could see
only-
like my partner. I could see what she looks like. I know that sounds fucked up, like, oh, you only care about looks, but I mean, imagine 30 years.
That was the most beautiful part about the show, though, is like these people that love each other, like they're going strictly based off substance, and it was just like there was no color, there was no like
everything else is heightened too. Like your hearing's heightened, your taste is
Everything.
probably everything is heightened. But
And the way these motherfuckers fight in that show, Jason Momoa killed it. That's all I have to say. And like, I don't even know when's the last time I even met or talked with or saw a person that was blind.
how does anybody fight? What?
You have got to watch this shit, dude. What he
It's
does
a
is
fucking
like,
TV show.
so he'll like, okay, but it's like 500 years from now. So if you think about it, everybody
evolved.
has already evolved to know how to survive and fight with no vision. So what he'll do is he'll walk and he'll go like this with his sword, and like your hearing is so heightened that like you can hear just going like this, like if there's a deafening tone somewhere of like where somebody's standing, or he'll throw sand out and the specific sound that comes back to him, like he knows, or like I don't know, dude. The fucking show is fucking crazy, but it's so.
We'd all be offed by like fucking lions and jaguars and fucking.
That's the thing, though. Like he can hear them coming because eventually
Can't
you're
hear 'em
evolved
fucking
enough.
coming. No.
Yes, you build a shelter just like anybody else would. Humans are more resilient than you think. But my fucking point was, like a week ago, right? This guy comes into my bar and he's wearing a shirt that says Blind Center, and he's got these gorgeous ice blue eyes, but he's blind. And so I go over and he reaches his hand out, and just from watching this show, this is going to sound so fucking stupid, but just from watching this show, when he reached his hand out, I held his, and he was just like, hi, I'm so-and-so, like, nice to meet you, just so you know I'm blind, like, I'm just here to enjoy a meal, and I would like a margarita. And I was like, absolutely, I got
How
you.
did they get there?
he had a guide with him, but she was in the bathroom, so I met him first. So he's like, I just want a margarita. And I was like, okay, can I make you like a special one, like a watermelon margarita? And he was like, yeah, that sounds really good. So make him a watermelon margarita, put tahini on the rim just so like add a little flavor. And I bring it to him and he goes like this. He takes a sip and he's like licks the rim and he's like, what is this? He goes, this is the best thing I think I've ever had. What is this? And I was like, it's tahini. It's like a seasoning. Like, it's good for drinks. You can top it on fruit, like whatever you want to do with it. And he was just like, that is so good. And then I go, I'm sorry if this comes off like a dick because I understand you're blind, but like, has anybody ever told you you have beautiful eyes? And he was like, oh, why, thank you. And he was just like, you're making me blush. I hope you can see it. Like, making jokes. And it just like warmed my heart because I'm like, the things I complain about in life, like this man by himself is putting it all into perspective for me. So then his guide comes back out and she hears me say like, oh, you have the most beautiful eyes. And she goes, yeah, from the motherfucker he bought them from. And they both start like dying laughing together. So then he goes, hey, I want to go sit at a table. Like, so a lot of people at the bar, we kind of want like our own little space. And I was like, yeah, no problem, whatever table you want. And he goes, but I still want you to serve us. And it is what it is. So they move to a table and then I'm going to bring him his next drink. And just from watching this fucking show, I know that like, you know, they can't see, but they can hear very well. So I was like, hey, I'm here with your drink. And I go like this across the table. His ears immediately, like he perks up and he reaches in the direction that I'm tapping. And we meet and I like grab his hand and put the drink in it. It was just such a beautiful moment for me. I don't know, just to like be there with this guy. Like, how often do you fucking meet a blind person? And it just like, I don't know, it warmed my heart. It made me feel really good that like,
no, for sure.
he just had a good time, I guess.
Oh, I would hate that. I think that'd be one of the worst things ever.
Well, yeah, and then like, dude, for like, when I first started watching the show, I would close my eyes and try to make my way around my own house. And I obviously know the layout perfectly well, and I still bumping into this, bumping into that. Couldn't find the counter exactly where I thought it was, and it's just like the resiliency that goes into humans. I don't know how we got into that after talking about social media, but it was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's fucking wild. Fuck that.
So many things in life make social media look like shit, and it's just like there's people who can't see, can't hear, whatever it may be, and it's like we're over here fucking worried about like how the next bitch has nicer boobs than I do, or he makes more money than I do. He's got 20 girls on his arm and I only have one. Like, come on, man. Like, it's so fucking subjective to every single person.
Yeah.
Be your fucking self.
No, we take life for fucking granted. We're a bunch of ungrateful motherfuckers, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, what is drama anyways? Who gives a fuck? We're only on the earth for so long. Like, it's just crazy. Anyways. Think we're good?
That's all we got.
So stay tuned for fucking merch and all of our posts.
Stay tuned and let us know if you guys want some of these bad boys right here.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make some more. So if you want to buy, we're going to be selling them in sets of 2 for $25. And if you love us, then love us.
Yep. If you guys want to support us.
All of your guys' comments are lovely.
Feel free to talk shit as well.
Yeah, about this guy. Fuck him.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit, motherfucker.
Thanks for watching.
That's why I fucked your bitch, fat motherfucker. Oops. Salad sauce.